Billy and the True Mavis. It was a bright day on the island of Sodor, and Mavis, Charlie and Stanley were excited. A new engine was coming, and the Fat Controller was excited. Just then he said this: "The new engine's name's Lady. She's coming now." And there she was. Lady was a pink engine with golden lamps and golden dome and everything. She looked wonderful. "Hello," said Lady. "Nice to meet you." "Nice to meet you too," smiled Mavis. Yes," said Charlie and Stanley nervously. "Now then," said the Fat Controller, "Mavis and Lady, Mavis, you will show Lady around the sights of Sodor, and she'll know where she needs to go." "Yes, sir," said Mavis. "Why are you making Mavis do that?" said Charlie. "Oh, it doesn't matter," said the Fat Controller, and walked away. "I hope you have great fun." "Yes," said the new engine, and then Mavis and Lady left away. "No, no," growled Charlie. "What? No," growled Charlie. "Girls," said Stanley. "That's what girls are like." "Yeah, but we're boys." And they all agreed. When the two engines left, there was Billy backwards along the line. Just then he puffed in. "Hey, what's going on?" he said. "There is this new engine named Lady," said Charlie. "And he's stolen Mavis," said Stanley. "What?" said Billy. "I know they like to be best friends and all that." "Oh, great," said Charlie. "Girls these days," said Billy. "Don't worry. I'll soon have a plan in me." And he chuffed away. The two engines enjoyed themselves and were still resting as well before they went to work. Just then, Billy puffed in and saw Thomas and Toby. Do you know what Plan B is?" asked Billy. "Yes," said Toby. About Lady," said Billy. "He's stolen Mavis." "They want to be friends, don't they?" said Thomas, "and that's what girls are like, remember?" Surely, said Billy. "When do I get Mavis back?" Well, don't worry, said Toby. Why don't you bring the old Mavis who is true and nice?" "Right then," said Billy, and Billy huffed away. The two engines enjoyed themselves and puffed along. Lady enjoyed herself, but also she was really useful, and so was Mavis as well. They enjoyed themselves really well, and then they liked it so much. But Billy was cross. "Oh," she said, and chuffed away. But at the next day and first thing in the morning, they were ready to have a race. "Right," said Billy. "I'll race you, new engine." "Don't call me new engine," said Lady. "Let the race begin," said Charlie, Stanley and Mavis. "Then let's go," said Billy. He raced off. "Hey," said Lady, and then chased after Billy. Billy raced along the line, and then Lady chased after Billy. Billy was going too fast and was enjoying himself really well. "I think I'm beating her," he said. "I think it's working." "Stop it," said Lady. "I need this to stop." But Billy wouldn't listen. He said, and raced off. Lady raced too quickly. "Whoa," said Billy. Billy and Lady were racing along. Whoa! Hooray, said Billy. I think it's working. But it wasn't. Billy and Lady went inside 2 abandoned sheds, and then they crashed into the walls. Ow, said Billy. Ow, said Billy, and then Lady fell off. Ow, she said. What? Ow, she said. That was all your fault. No, it was yours, said Billy. The 2 of them argued, and Lady knew and then Lady knew she and Billy were doing this in her second new engine day. The Fat Controller was annoyed. I'm very cross with the both of you, he said, and Billy, you will go to this shed for the rest of the day. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir, said Billy. Billy was grounded in sheds. Billy was grounded in the sheds for what he had done, but then Billy was grounded in the sheds for what he had done, and then Lady was still fixed up again. Just then, she found Thomas's 2 coaches, Annie and Clarabelle. Then they raced up, and then she raced off with them. Hi, Thomas, said Lady. Thomas was cross. Those are my coaches. Give them back. Lady didn't hear Thomas. Ferdinand felt cross. Then Lady left Annie and Clarabelle and puffed sadly away. Mavis, however, did some more work on the branch line. She did really well when Billy told her something. Mavis, she said, you forgot something. And what's that? Asked Mavis. Flora's tram. She missed it on the way to the station. Oh my, said Mavis, I must remind her. But it was already out the front, and so Mavis chuffed away. See ya, said Billy. See ya too, said Mavis, and chuffed away. What Mavis couldn't see was that Lady was on the line. She didn't notice. Stop, said the coaches, but Mavis didn't stop. So her driver applied the brakes, but it was too late. The coaches crashed into Lady. Ow, ow, said Lady, not again. And then the coaches were damaged, and poor Lady was damaged. Mavis didn't mean it. I'm sorry, she said. It's all right, said Lady. I know you didn't mean it after all. But just then, however, Billy, Charlie and Stanley arrived to see what happened. They came to the rescue at last and found out what's going on. What happened? They asked. I just had an accident with Lady, they said. And with that, the 3 engines had something to say. We're sorry we were mean, they said. Oh, it's all right, said Lady. Perhaps we're new friends after all. The coaches were back on the rails. Lady continued on, and Mavis continued on, and Lady knows that she shouldn't. That Lady knows that all those engines shouldn't have started this race, but Charlie and Billy knows that they mustn't do it again, and Lady was so happy. Her new friends were glad to turn to her, and Lady is one of the most really useful engines of all. She had new friends and a new branch line and a new shed as well. She looked so different, and Lady was now on a very happy engine, and she was.